Spoety face speaking on Munchie B dissing them. Let's get into this content.
And I gave some hypotheticals over there. Never mentioned Munchie B name not once. Every time I mention his name, it's always been, I think that bro misspoken, or he don't always be in his right mind. Basically defending him and not just saying what everybody else been saying. I guess he took exception to that, and felt a certain type of way, and he went on his show, Morals Over Money, and had a few choice words for me. I was going to do a reaction. I'm not going to do a reaction. I'm going to just straight shoot from the hip, man, in the heart. So he said a couple things that I'd like to get into right now. He said, for some reason he thought I was talking about him, but he said, he said that how can any street dude hang with Dijon Paul? Not Dijon Paul, excuse me. How can any street dude hang with Politicking Flacco after work or whatever the case is?
I don't think anybody's like inviting Flacco out to dinner or anything like that.
Knowing what type of content he put out and knowing his angles and knowing that he puts out the propaganda that he does. So my whole thing would be that to this is Munchie B never one had, like, in my personal opinion, Munchie B never one time had a personal problem with Politicking Flacco. Even after these allegations that he's exposing Flacco, he's bringing this up. Before they got into it with Munchie, you never had a problem with him.
Not only did you not have a problem with him, when you were asked was it a real problem, you were like, nah, it's just content, it's just content. Multiple people can confirm that.
Get into it with him, you have a problem with him. You knew he was dealing with an underage escort or, streetwalker, as you would call her. Before then, you would have a problem with that. When you got into, now that you were into him, you have a problem with it. To me, these are showing, like, character flaws. You telling me, so I want to get the...
Everybody's cool to deal with Flacco as long as Munchie B's not mad at him. And then Munchie B's mad at him, then we all have to be mad at Flacco with him. Got it.
I want to get this straight. So you're mad at me for saying basically Politicking Flacco, although I've been on record saying that I don't agree how Flacco with his content, I don't agree with Flacco, his shenanigans and his antics and his tactics that he do and his so-called war against street dudes and gang members. I don't agree with that. But Munchie wants me to side with him because he's at war with Flacco.
Because Munchie B is weak and he can't fight his own battles and he can't do anything by himself. He needs a dirty politic. That is his end all be all to dirty politics. So yes, he needs you on his side because he can't stand alone against Flacco.
And I've been neutral for the simple fact, though, even though I don't agree with Flacco what he does, he has a right to make a living, bro. He has a right to make a living. Not only he has a right to make a living, like, what is Politicking Flacco doing that ain't nobody else doing? We all in this content creator space. I don't hate on no man about getting their money, bro, especially no black man. I would never do that, bro. So you telling me...
Yes, he's telling you he wants you to hate on Flacco for Flacco getting his chili. Yes, that's exactly what he's telling you.
So you basically telling me that people can go to work with Flacco, but you can't hang with Flacco after work. I'm lost. Make it make sense to me, Munchie B. Make it make sense to me, because you said the question that I was asked by Dijon Paul of a Day in the Late podcast.
That's true, because you said you hung out with Flacco for a long time, Munchie B, for sure.
I think that street dudes should hang out or have an existing relationship with with Politicking Flacco after they clock off work. And I said, yeah, why not? If you're a street dude, you know the rules and the guidelines.
And if you decide to hang out and share your street life with Flacco, then you're just a goofy off your own detriment.
You shouldn't be talking to Flacco. You shouldn't be discussing no type of street stuff with this dude. That's like us as street members, as gang members. When you do whatever you're doing in the street, we don't bring that home. Real niggas don't bring that home. You ain't talking to your mom or your girlfriend or your sister how you done slid and you done did this and do that. Real ones don't do that unless you're trying to get caught or you trying to rat on somebody else, bro. I don't do that. I don't know nobody really to do that. So my whole thing is, you have a problem with me saying that I don't have a problem with street dudes hanging with him as long as they conduct themselves how they supposed to conduct themselves, but you don't got a problem with people going to work with them. Make that make sense, Munchie B.
But if Munchie B had the opportunity to hang out with Adam 22, you know he would. Munchie B's begged to go to those type of adult parties that Adam 22 goes to. Munchie B is begged to be a part of Adam's lifestyle outside of work and all that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it really is just one big hypocrisy. Munchie B is a child.
So you don't have a problem with T-Rail and Smack and Sharky and everybody else that got business dealings with Politic Flacco when it's at work, but when it's off work, it's a problem. Like, make that make sense, brother. Make that make sense. You can't hang with them after work after you clock out, but you can hang with them while you working. This the selective politicking that I don't like and I don't appreciate, and that's why I try to stay away from it. And if you really just wait, kick back and see, people, they expose themselves to you all the time, bro. They expose their true intentions and they expose how they really feel about you. Nothing I said up
all the time, because nothing that Spoety Face has done or said about Munchie B really warrants this type of response out of Munchie B. But like I said, we're not able to manipulate. We're not able to get what he wants in a childish fashion. This is what we have out of Munchie B.
Nothing I said that on Dejan and Tam podcast was demeaning, degrading, insinuating anything about Munchie B. I just gave a scenario, and I stated the obvious. And the scenario, in the obvious that I stated was, if and I even put it in a hypothetical form, and this is a fact. Anything that's used, if one person's statement is used to convict or make somebody take a plea bargain with your statement to the streets, you're considered to be a rat. That's just a fact, because your name is on paperwork. Not only is your name is on paperwork, your statement was used to impact someone else's case or to.
And then how is that wrong? Like, what about what Spoety Face is saying is inaccurate?
Get them time. How is that not being a rat? I'm lost. And then he say, I don't know if you I had plenty of Cody Fennis before. You ain't never been to the pen. I done been to the pen plenty of times, Munchie B. But you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna debate that. You know, you kind of went low, which I don't care about. I'm not gonna go low, because I don't want to turn this into no hood thing. I don't want to turn this into no beef, because it ain't no beef. I can't beef with a person who we can't settle our differences. It don't have to be somebody else that's settling our differences. So, you know, again, I'm going to just say for right now, I just feel the brother, you know, it clearly he had a cut.
No, that's real. I can't beef with somebody who, what I'm going to do, get into an argument with you? There's no actual physical anything. There's no beef to be had, because there's nothing that can be done.
In his hand, maybe he just had one too many and he misspoke, or right now you're speaking out of place, because in my personal opinion, you sound dumb and it has no merit. It has no logic. Like, your point has no logic. I'm literally been the only nigga who's been defending you, bro, or not making content. I could have ran the numbers up, bro, when this first came out. I didn't even make content about it. You make content about me, though, and what was going on me. I never made content about it. When I've been on these circuits, when I've been on these tours, I ain't said nothing bad about you. But you all of a sudden, you want to come out and just say weird shit? So let's talk about it.
Yeah, Spoety Face up until this point has been pretty quiet about anything to do with Munchie B.
If your statement is used to convict or make somebody take a plea bargain, how is that you not being a rat? It don't matter if you was saying it trolling. It doesn't matter if you was saying it plainly. It don't matter if you was changing this line or whatever. It does not matter, bro. It does not matter. And now you want to say you was trolling. Who trolls like that, bro? You can't get mad at me. You can't get mad.
Right. Who trolls like that? Now you want to get mad at everybody else because you made a dumb statement.
And at Flacco, you can't get mad at nobody that do content on that because you put that on the internet. You can't get mad at him if he takes something and runs with it. I don't like it. I don't agree with it. But you got to hold yourself accountable, brother. You got to hold yourself accountable.
Nah, Munchie B doesn't have accountability. We know that.
Ain't that situation. You made that situation, bro, whether you was lit or you said it knowledge or the trolling or not, that came out of your mouth. So how do you get mad when somebody running content on what you said, whether we agree with it or not? No, I don't agree with it, but it came out your mouth. So when is any accountability going to be taken on your behalf? It's none.
Be careful, don't say that too loud, Spoety Face. They're gonna call you a hater, trust me.
Taken. Y'all don't sit up here. Look again. Look, I don't like the whole civilian things and all that, but the selective politicking gotta stop. When you turn on the news, you turn on Channel 5, you turn on Channel 7, you're not getting mad at the anchors and the newscasters up there for reporting the news. So why are you gonna report? You know what I'm saying? Why are you gonna get mad when this nigga he reporting his news? This how he make a living. It's bullshit. A lot of it is BS. Yeah, but this how you make a living. I'm not gonna never tell a man not to stop. You know how many people you don't respect Paul Flacco about what he doing and all that, but you can respect the prostitute getting money. You respect the person that's lying, stealing, and killing out here to get money, but this is what he doing to feed his family. Everybody know he BSing, and I don't condone what Flacco's doing. I'm not taking up for Flacco. I don't have no cape on, no nothing. Flacco to be the first person to tell you. I always tell him, bro, I don't agree with your content. I don't like what you're doing. We have plenty of conversations like that, so I ain't putting on a cape for him. It's just like, what is he doing that everybody else ain't doing? Y'all ain't mad at Trap Lord Ross? Y'all ain't mad at 10?
No, Munchie B's only mad at people until he can no longer benefit from them. When he was able to benefit off of Flacco, it was no problem. But now that the benefit is gone, it's an issue.
Like Jake and all them, they doing the same thing. Vlad, Adam 22, niggas ain't mad at that. Now let's touch on that. You saying can't no real street dude do that, or you disappointed because I said that. You the same dude. You talking about Poetic Flacco trying to get you to go to jail, which he probably is. I'm not disputing that. But how's Poetic Flacco not trying to get you to jail with Adam 22 doing the same shit? He literally, Adam 22 literally said,
yeah, it really ain't no difference between how Adam 22 is moving about the situation versus how Flacco's moving about the situation. Adam 22 literally said you had a pow on the premises.
Spoety Face just want to kill people, and Munchie B carry guns around. He specifically on multiple occasions, multiple episodes said that you carry firearms around. He said, I told Munchie B to stop carrying firearms, but you don't got none of that energy towards Adam 22. But you feel like you upset with me for stating the obvious. You're so mad at Flacco, but the police even investigating you up there. They coming up there to your job. You ain't mad about you almost going to jail up there, but you mad.
Hey, isn't the slave mentality crazy? Because he's literally mad at everybody but the slave master. Literally. That the slave mentality is wild.
Flacco, I'm just lost, bro. I understand that you guys are into it right now, but I'm just cool on a selective politicking, bro. And then you gonna say, oh well, Spoety Face, I didn't call him because I feel like only person gonna get a call is a person who deserving or deserve that or I respect. If you didn't feel like I was deserving or you didn't feel like you respect me, you should have never been in my face then, Brody. Come on. I don't play fake. Like, I don't do the fake stuff. So that's another character flaw, bro. That's another character flaw. I'm not gonna never shake nobody's hand that I don't mess with. I'm not gonna never talk to nobody that I don't F with, bro. That's just me. You niggas be out here pretending, y'all be out here faking. That ain't me. It's all cool though. I'm not really tripping. So I thought he was a genuine guy, nigga. I went against the whole squad for you, bro. To be able to sit down with you. You know how many of my niggas from rolling 60s and 9-0 and rolling hundreds mad at me because I sit down with you or I call you my bro? I'm like, nah, bro, cool. Or niggas get mad because I don't drop the low on you? If that's not genuine, brother, I don't know what to tell you. If that's not genuine, I don't know what to tell you. So you don't never put that on my name. I thought he was genuine. Nigga, I am a genuine. I'm the only nigga who ain't ran content on your situation, bro. I could have ran it up a whole lot. You get under the influence, bro. You let that bottle, and it takes you to a whole nother place, bro. But like I said before, bro, I felt like you misspoke. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you been speaking again. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to ignore that, bro. I'm going to go ahead and ignore that. Because I don't want to turn this into no hood stuff or anything like that. But I'm going to go ahead and ignore that. But if you say it again, I know you for real. I know you for real. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Munchie, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. You gotta understand what you represent.
Now, it was a lot of people who have told Spoety Face not to do business and with or around Munchie B because we all saw this coming. Spoety Face definitely stood on his own principalities and stood on his own morals and decided to maintain the relationship with Munchie B. But you can see that literally was at the detriment or at the, expense of what Spoety Face had going on.
You gotta understand what we representing. Just like I told all them people that was mad at me when I sit down with you, or you know what I'm saying, I was messing with you and all that. I told them, it's not about me, it's not about him, it's bigger than us. And that's what you need to see, bro. You a leader of the generation, bro, whether you acknowledge that or not. Whether you deserve it or not. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they F with you because you B team, bro. You got a responsibility out here to be, you know what I'm saying, to acknowledge the power in your usage of words. You can't
Spoety Face with the education. Okay, that's why they call you Dr. Spoety Luther King.
be out here just saying anything, bro. You try to go low a little bit. I'm not gonna go low. I can say all type of stuff. I could go low. I can say all type of stuff, but I won't though, because it's bigger than me and you, bro. This a whole generation that we trying to unite, brother. A whole generation that we trying to unite. If I do that now, what, the Crips and the Bloods gonna get into it, and I'm not doing all that, bro. I got too many niggas over there from my ear, bro. I fuck with them, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's all love, but me and you, that's different, homie. That's different. And then you say, the dude, Whack 100. You know, why didn't reply when Whack 100, said, hold on. Yeah, he said, why didn't plot that? Sorry about that. Why didn't reply when Whack 100, damn, this shit got dark. Why didn't reply when Whack 100, damn, let me see. This shit got dark, bro.
It didn't get dark, nigga. You good?
It's on my phone. I'm gonna say, but damn. Oh shit, I don't know. I think it's just a shade. Then you saying, why I didn't reply when Whack 100 put the propaganda out there? Why would I reply? Why would I reply? I've been on vacation. You see what I'm doing? I've been on vacation for a whole month. I ain't uploaded, nigga, nothing.
Yeah, like I said, I've been on vacation for a whole month. And like I said, I'm taking a mental health break. It was some things going on that I didn't understand, that I couldn't readily identify with. I took a break.
On my page for a whole month. I don't gotta reply to no nonsense, nigga. The fuck is you talking about, nigga? And then you sitting up here putting it on Inglewood Family, on Family time. Inglewood Family what, blood? Oh, Inglewood Family's what? Like, we not gonna do that, man. Keep the hood shit out of it and all that. You get the banging stuff on the hood and all that, bro. Come on, man. Cause I can say on 40.
It's the behavior that got Bosco's collarbone broken.
Neighborhood Crip this and 40 neighborhood Crip, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing. Like, you doing that to say what? Like, you not making no sense right now. Why would it? We both know Whack 100 lies about everything.
We do know for a fact that Whack does lie about damn near everything. So to take Whack as a trusted source, what Whack said, if you trust him to lie on you, trust him to lie to you.
Serious. And then this, I'm gonna say this to even kill a point. You said Whack 100 said that he told me to say, he told me to ask him, he told somebody to ask me something to ask you. And then you turn around and acknowledge that I never asked you that. So that's to let you know a nigga never told me that, bro. Like, I'm lost. Like, are you not getting what's going on? If you acknowledge...
No, he's not getting what's going on because he has an education of a motorcycle. Like, get out of here, bro. He's easily riled up. He's easily flu-flammered. He's easily skull-ducked. He's easily larcen. Now he's on a wiretap threatening Flacco. The man is losing it. The man is losing it. He's spiraling out of control.
If Whack said that he asked somebody to ask...
Whack is so deep in this man's head, he can scratch his thoughts.
Me something to ask you.
It's like on X-Men versus Wolverine when the ball girl who puts her hand in everybody's head. That's what's going on. If you know, you know.
And then you say, well, he never asked me that. So if I never asked you that, bro, that means I didn't acknowledge it, or nigga, it didn't happen. Common sense will tell you that. Conventional wisdom will tell you that, brother. Like, what we doing? Like, what is we doing?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Like, what is we doing, bro? Yeah, but he said something else, man. He said something else. Oh yeah, then he say, oh yeah, you know, I guess that's why the 40s, and you bringing the homies up. Now, bro, I'm not gonna turn this into. I can say all type of shit. Nobody online talking about how the Inglewood families, you know what I'm saying, stealing Pokemon cards and all. I'm not doing none of that, bro. Every individual is every individual. Just because
Munchie B's homie is a Pokemon card stealer, he does have to catch them all.
one individual do something does not mean it's a reflection of that community, homie. I F with all the communities, so that's not turning that. But to your point, and we gonna keep it strictly on topic, nigga. I ain't never worked with Rack 100. That's what you saying right now is bunk, bro. What you're doing right now is bunk. You sitting up here mad at a black man, but you sit up there and go to the white man and do the same shit that Flacco do, bro, every day. YG just got indicted. Was it over your statement? I mean, or what you said? I don't know. Maybe your feet to the fire, you know what I'm saying? It's getting hot, your feet to the fire. I don't know what it is, bro. But you see what's going on? I'm lost, brother.
Isn't it crazy from every angle? Everybody can see how this is Munchie B's fault, and he's trying to place the blame on everyone else because he has no accountability. Now, I will say this. These are my words. People with no accountability typically have the tendency to work with and cooperate with law enforcement. Consider this. If you and your friend who has no accountability commit a crime and you guys get caught, well, if they have no accountability, who are they going to place the blame of the crime on? That's right. It'll be placed on you because they don't want to accept the accountability for the situation at hand that they are a part of. So with that all being said, if it's only you and him to take accountability, he does not want to take accountability. That by default makes him in a position and an opportunity to tell on you.
I really am. But man, shout out to you, man. Y'all go check his page out over morals over money. Nigga, I'm cool on that situation, bro. Niggas, you get some liquor in your system and just go against the whole, you know what I'm saying? the whole cause. Yeah, I'm cool. I don't want to go that route. It ain't no beef, so just like I said, man, anybody that's thinking it's a beef with me and Munchie B, ain't no beef, because it can't be no beef. Can't be no beef, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I wish him success, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just talking, disappointed is an understatement. It's an understatement, bro. You listening to a nigga who you beefing with. Why would I ever listen to it? Why would I ever listen to a person who said F my dead mom and my kids? Why would I ever talk? Like, that don't even make sense, Munchie B. Like, what are you talking about, brother?
But that's how desperate Munchie is for somebody to be on his side, that he can't even see clearly that nobody would even want to get along with Wack. But at the thought of him thinking that somebody does, he spirals out of control with an emotional breakdown.
But yeah, man, go ahead and do your thing, because I'm definitely going to do my thing. And, yeah, you sound dumb, though. You sound dumb and uneducated. You basically saying no street niggas should fuck with Flacco outside of work. But you can work with him. But you can't mess with him outside of work. Oh, matter of fact, I do get that. You can't say, it is another thing I want to talk about, because Munchie B, he selected politics.
For sure gonna select politics.
All the time. You sit up here and do podcasts with people that have been on 50 yards, PDF charges, all type of stuff. But you get mad when somebody else say, oh, they cool, they don't have a problem with Flacco. Why you not mad at Dejan Paul for asking the questions?
Because he still wants to be able to go up to a day in LA, because he wants to be able to be cool with Dejan Paul, because he is only going to be able to try to hold people to the fire that he thinks he can dirty politic. And then Dejan Paul is also from Inglewood as well too. You are an opposing factor, Mr. Spoety Face. And T-Rail and Smack are also from allied neighborhoods and communities in Munchie B that he won't go against either, because it's again all against, you know, the neighborhood Crips. So there's that.
Smack them, you know what I mean, for having shows with Flacco. Why you ain't talking about to nobody else? Why you ain't mad at nobody else? With his hidden animosity? What, you really don't like the homies? What, you really don't like me? You should have just said so, bro. Don't fake it.
No, he hates the homies. It's very clear.
Don't fake it, because it's all love. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't need no friends out here, bro. I ain't begging a nigga to be my friend. Dead homies. We met on some gangster shit, so it ain't really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we met on some gangster shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't really care about that. Again, I ain't gonna go low. You try to go low, I'ma just go high. Then we just gonna keep it rap. You wanna make content? You told me to, you know what I'm saying, bust my page out, man. I fired it back up. That's what we gonna do. I'm not going back and forth. I'm not doing none of that, bro, because it's no question to be had. It's no question to be had. It's not even in the debate. Because you're saying a real street nigga, but you said, how could you be a real? Would you pick and choose when you be a real street nigga, Munchie B? So you can go to work with the same. You don't care if people mess with him at work. Actually congregate with him at work.
Munchie B feels like he should be able to pick and choose and dictate how other people live their lives, despite the fact of, again, Munchie B wouldn't even be in our universe if it wasn't for Flacco, who brought him upon the No Jumper platform. Excuse me.
Work, but once you get off work, so when we go to the parking lot, that has to cut off. Like, what are you saying? Make it make sense. You could do business and you could do a podcast with Politicking Flacco, but once outside of work, you can't mess with him. Y'all get down in the comments.
So you can talk all the street stuff with him on the podcast. You just can't talk none of the street stuff with him after work. What? How can you even have these conversations with him and think that it's acceptable? So it's just only acceptable on a podcast? How about the conversation is just unacceptable, period?
Tell me, man, am I tripping? Am I tripping? Everybody sitting up here talking about, oh, why people still messing with Politicking Flacco and doing business with him and all that. If you go to work, you mess with all type of people anyway. You dealing with PDLs, rapists, bigots, racists, all type of shit. But you
don't gotta put an S after racist. Racist. It's just racist. Don't worry about the words are hard.
Because you at work. So how is that any different? So you telling me you don't have a problem with T-Rail, you don't have a problem with Smack, you don't have a problem with Sharky, you don't have a problem with Adam 22, you don't have a problem with Les, nobody else that deal with him. But when Spoety Face speak up or something like that, you're just disappointed and you have a problem with it. But you don't care about
what it sounds like.
The white man trying to put you in jail. Okay. Y'all get in my comments below, man. I'm back. Y'all let me know, man. Am I tripping or anything, man? If you ain't, like I said before, you ain't already like, comment, and subscribe, make sure you do so right now. I'm in the sun. I don't know, man, the shade getting to me or whatever the case is. Why my screen went black. But, yeah, we going to continue to do it up, man. I'm back. I'm about to be dropping fire reactions, and I'm about to be, of course, responding to a whole lot of people, man. More videos, more reactions on the way, man. Like, again, we on a quest of 10,000 subs. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, man, I need y'all to get over there, man. The money's over. I mean, it seems like that.
Yeah, no, it's money over morals. You had it right.
Morals over money, man. And call this dude Munchie B out. There's no beef. Simple conversation. Tell me how is he making any sense? You can mess with Flacco doing work, but once you get outside, yeah, I guess. But yeah, likes, comment, and subscribe, man.
And there you have it, man. We up out of here. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. We are gone.